Can y'all hear me at all? I'm just asking. Good morning. Good morning. If you can, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. What's up? What's up, Darthex? How you doing? Cassandra, how you doing? I don't know if y'all can hear me, but hopefully you can hear me. Growing with Hudson, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Shy, how you doing this morning? Brother Lawrence, how you doing? Happy Matt. J3GS, what's going on, my brother? Hope everybody doing good. Brother Lawrence, just leaving Orlando. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm praying for you because you was in Orlando. Yeah. Don't judge Florida like Orlando. It is nothing the same. Miss Cheryl, how you doing, my beautiful queen? How you doing? Laura's Garden, how you doing? Robin Murphy, good morning to you. Family man, good morning to you. Belinda, how you doing? Gigi, how you doing, beautiful queen? How you doing? Y'all can hear me? Okay, y'all can hear. Now, give me a minute. Sweet Thumb, how you doing? We finna come in. Kathy B, hello, 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 hello. What's going on? If y'all can give me a minute, I'm fixing to turn my screen on, but I gotta go cut this generator off because I know the generator is sounding off in the background. Um, we getting ready to start this thing. Hope y'all doing well. Hope y'all blessed. I got to get a chair. I got to get a lot of stuff. I thought by me setting it back an hour that I would be on time. Gigi woke me up at 9:45. Can you believe it? 9:45. Yeah. I've been up all night, but at the same time, we fixing to get this thing started. Hold on. Orlando treated us very well, especially with hey, that's the job of Orlando. That's the job of Florida. The beautiful state of Florida is beautiful. I mean, I get it. We watch the politics, we watch the TV, we watch all of this. But between the weather and the vibe of the people, how can you come to Florida and be like, I'm miserable? No, that's what Florida does. But give me a second. Let me get some things together. Give me 1 second. I'm fixing to get everything together. Oh, Net Homestead, how you doing? How you doing? It's about to run out of gas, but I still need a seat, y'all. So give me a moment to get this seat, and I'll be right back, okay? And just like that, it is done. The generator is done. It's quiet. Y'all hear this? Listen to the sound, my brothers and my sisters. Listen to the sound. It's all good. Listen to the sound. The sound is marvelous, right? The weather is slowly cooling off. We have fall settling in, and hopefully these trees will start to lose their leaves. And hopefully, y'all see little Gigi in the background. Y'all see her. She come on across. But hopefully, you all will have some cooler weather. I am welcoming this cooler weather by all means necessary. This cooler weather is a blessing to us off-grid livers because we don't have to run as much gas. We do have to run the generator to recharge all of our battery banks. And if you're living in an RV, you got to recharge it. In order for it to function well, you got to recharge it. So between the battery banks and the RV, we got to run it, right? So that's a part of life, right? But it's all good. Let me see if I can get, speaking of battery bank, let me see if I can get my Jackery powering this laptop. The experience with Sassy. You know, I'm going to try my best to start naming you all by your channel names, because one thing I noticed when I'm traveling, I try to go and look up people. And what I've noticed I've been naming people based on how I can remember them, but I need to do better, because I need people, when they go back and they watch it, they can go and look up people. So the experience with Sassy, how you doing? Kathy B, Sweet Thumb, how are you all doing? So if you do listen to this while you're traveling, while you're going, check out some of these people channel. Cassandra's South Fulton Garden. Make sure that you check out their channels and show them some love. And if you don't mind, tell them that Eco sent them to you. That's all. That's all I'm asking for. Y'all, I hope y'all blessed. You made it to another version of Eco Nation News. That means that you made it to another week, right? You made it to another week, y'all. This is a beginning of a brand new week. We're turning the chapters of our lives. We are experiencing something we have never experienced before. We have the opportunity for growth. We have the opportunity for influence, positive influence. We have the opportunity for nothing but love and tranquil living. You're one step closer. So hopefully this week will be a amazing week. Growing with Hudson, how you doing? You speaking to everybody. How you doing? Cheryl Faulkner, how you doing? All right. So on Eco Nation News, this is news that maybe you can or maybe you cannot use, right? The goal is, hopefully this is news that you can use. I hear somebody. I hear somebody in the wind. That's the pups. Okay. All right. So the goal is, we want to share some things. We got a lot going on in the news. We got a lot going on in world news. We got a lot going on around Eco Nation. Eco Nation is slowly selling into the fall season. There are going to be a lot of projects that me, Eco, been putting off that I'm going to start to address. A lot of things that I'm going to do. The cabin behind me, I got a lot of interior work. I'm going to be working on a lot of interior work to kind of get things escalated. The distraction of the outside will slowly mitigate. The days are going to get shorter, which I don't like, and the nights are going to get longer. Hopefully, between the two, we can meet and agree. I'm going to try my best to kind of work on more intricate, detailed projects like the cabin, for one. My goal is to go ahead and finish the sheetrocking, finish some of the finishings, and then put in the shower, the hot water, and a list of other items. So hopefully between this winter, I will get some things done, get some things going, and it will finally be a full studio. It's a lot of energy, it's a lot of time, and I know I don't I don't do like one project and just that's all I do. I don't know what it is about me. I begin a project, and once it gets sustained, I will somehow get diverted to another project, not intentionally, but it just happens. I don't know why it happens, but it happens. And then once I get ingrained with that next project, I'm all in. And like I said, my goal is to definitely finish the interior portion of the cabin. And after that, it should bring me into spring. And the spring, I got a beautiful deck that I want to build on the cabin. I want to do a tiered wraparound deck, well, semi wraparound. And I want it to be like a exterior interior life experience. So hopefully y'all will see that transformation, you'll see that growth. Hopefully you'll see a few things going on. The chicks are still alive. Can you believe it? Sean and chickettes are doing very well. The chicks, they had this habit of just getting out, getting out, getting out. We placed them in. I think I shored up a couple of spots where I thought it was getting out. So apparently, yeah, it works. I don't know what it is about kids. I don't know what it is about taking care of anything. Whatever you try to take care of and you try to secure, you find out that they find the weak spots and they will challenge them, right? If you don't want your child to touch the stove, the child will be all over the house, but it somehow finds its way to the stove, and then that's where it want to gravitate. Or if you have a place where you don't want people to go or certain things to go, they find their way exactly to that point. If you plant a flower or you plant a shrub or a tree in the yard and it's young and and it's it's vulnerable, and you don't want the pets, you don't want nothing to get close to it, somehow things find its way right there to it. Yeah, it finds its way. What's up? Everybody speaking to everybody. I appreciate that. What the dogs at? The dogs, they here. They here. Dogs doing their thing, you know. Look at that. I don't know if y'all can see that, but they here. Dogs don't leave. They just constantly. Boss Hog. I didn't know that was you. I'm trying. I had to put on my shades because I'm trying to get light because we got some overcast days. We have beautiful days, but it's large cloud content. The clouds are just extra. If y'all can see that, right? It's beautiful, but when it comes to video and photography, it's challenging. But the only way I can see is by putting these shades in because I'm directly facing the sun, but the clouds keep covering everything up. So I'm struggling to try to see this. And this is the part about the season I hate it. Getting dark early. J3, I'm in total agreement with you. It is frustrating. So what's basically going to happen for me and Gigi is we're going to leave at night. We're going to come back at night. And what I've been doing, I've been working. If y'all notice, y'all see my lights and stuff, my flashlight and stuff. So my goal is to get kind of acclimated because last year it was a challenge for me. What's up, Gigi? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Hold on for a second. Let me get a chair for Gigi. I'll be right back. That's your chair. I just kept it on.
That's what you did. Okay. All right. Hey, everybody. Oh, God. All right. Hello. How you doing? The experience with Sassy. Hello. How you doing? Shakira. Hey there. How you doing? Boss Hog. How you doing? Sweet Thumb. How you doing? Growing with Hudson. How you doing? Good to see everybody in the chat today. Hello. Hey, Brother Lawrence. How you doing today? How is everyone? Are you all getting this beautiful weather that we're getting? We are getting like the real fall temperatures. Hey, Happy Mac, how you doing?
Can I come in?
We're getting the real fall temperatures, and it is like perfect. Hi, buddy. Oh, listen, it's a lot happening on this side.
What's going on? You
Okay.
pushing it in the ground?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
a little
thick.
wet down here. I mean, the ground is a little moist.
Oh, okay. Right.
Anyway, moving right along. Y'all getting these
Your body's calling.
So I just finished blow drying my hair. So
Sophie wet, ain't it? Yes, it is. Hey,
no.
but anyway, let's
thumbs
stay
up button.
focused. Hit
I
that
see
thumbs
13
up,
people
y'all.
hitting that thumbs up.
What's
Come on,
up?
y'all.
What's up?
Hit that thumbs up for Eco Neighbor.
Boss Hog, man. Come on. Keep talking, baby. Let me send a shout out to Boss Hog.
Oh, okay. So so it went from too hot to very cool. So I think that's one of the things for me that kind of messes me up is because it'll be just really hot here. Then all of a sudden, here we go with it just dropping to like, high 40s or something like that. That throws me off. I don't prefer cold weather. Cool weather, okay. I don't prefer cold weather. Not at all. I'm okay with the cool weather. Hey, Cheryl Faulkner. But the way that it's been happening is that it'll go ahead and drop significantly here. And we can always tell in the RV, we can tell for sure because it feels like you have to kind of walk outside in order to warm up when you live in the RV. Especially, I guess it may be just in our type, but there are some really fancy ones out there that may do well. B Bundy, how are you doing? Morning, Eco Neighbor, Gigi and family. Hold on. Oh,
Yeah, it
you
was in
brought a
my
frog
chair.
with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was in my chair. And the frog sitting on top of the laptop right now.
Okay.
I know y'all can't see it.
I came on when you were showing the clouds and I noticed how tall your trees are. Yeah. Yeah, the trees are pretty tall here.
Yeah.
Trees are pretty tall here.
So hopefully I ain't blowing your spot up, Boss Hog. But hey, I appreciate that, brother. I know I said it a couple of times, but I'm using the gear, right?
Yeah, he really is.
I am
He
using
really is.
everything. I think the only thing that I'm struggling with are the masks. The mask that Boss Hog hooked me up with, the headgear, the mask. Shy hooked me up
Those
with
the
a
real ones too, aren't
yeah.
they? Oh yeah, these the real
Shy
ones.
hooked me up with one too. I'm using both of them. He got me with the gloves action, and we talking about full on. And I looked at it, I'm like, the size. I was like, I can't put these little things on. You know, I got some big hands, right? But they fit. They fit like a glove.
Those the real ones right
I
there.
mean, look, turn it
Look at
around.
that.
Turn the inside around too.
Yeah, these
Yeah,
3M.
that's what's up.
And it
All
has
of
the
that.
filter on there.
And these
Oh,
ain't
yeah.
no regular gloves. These are Milwaukee, right? I'm grabbing these chickens by the neck, right? All these chicken heads.
Do not abuse the chicken.
I'm grabbing them, man. It's all
Hey,
it's
Be
all
Rich.
100.
Thank you, Be Rich.
And then
Good
now we
morning
got
to
Be
you.
Rich in here. Be Rich. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't did it yet, man. I ain't did it yet. But I don't know. I feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I feel like y'all sacrifice what y'all got going on in y'all life, right? And then you showing me love. And Be Rich hooked me up with a cooking kit. And I'm like, I want to use it, but at the same time, I sit it in a place where I can look at it because it's like motivation, right? This stuff inspires me to keep on going because I feel like sometimes I'm just talking to myself. I feel like, you know, do y'all really, really care about what's going on? But then when I see people that just like, I heard what you said on the video. I think you can use this. I think you can use that. Um, that stuff is motivating, man. That stuff inspires. It's times when I really feel like closing up the laptop, feel like closing up the phone, and you all support this channel. And I'm like, I'm trying my best to be like, man, y'all feeling it. And I appreciate it. Much love to you. That's all I got to say. Much love to you.
J3GS Farm, how you doing?
Hey.
Says he have to walk outside at night to warm up because his wife has the fan blowing right on the bed to keep her cool.
Somehow I know that.
Listen, I do too.
Somehow
I do too. But I didn't understand what was happening last night. Let me tell you, this man been up all night, y'all. I know you don't want me to say it, but this man been up all night. My eyes are feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
But hey Maisie, how you doing? And so he was like just making all this noise when I'm trying to sleep.
I wasn't trying to.
Listen, we live in a camper.
So it got a little cool last night.
It was not cold at all to me.
No, this is the thing. You had the fan blowing, right?
The fan wasn't on.
It felt like it was on.
It wasn't.
You were breathing hard. But anyway, it was blowing, right? And then I ain't trifling. I'm keeping it real. But anyway, I was like, this week, y'all get ready. This week is supposed to get cold in the south. The temperatures are supposed to drop maybe around Tuesday. So y'all get ready. And, you know, I was just trying to see, okay, I bought some more propane. I brought the tank, and I was like, let me see if this thing really works. And it did not work last night.
Look, when I peeked around the door, it looked like it was on to me. And then I kept hearing click, 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 click. And I'm like, I want to throw something over there so bad. Like, cut it out. It is like 2:00 in the morning. He up all night. And I'm just like, stop it.
Mazik LB, how you doing? You doing good? I'm glad. We doing well. Gigi getting tired of me.
Hey, Cassandra. How you doing?
I wake up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I'm over it.
And she's sick of me. She been gone for like about 2 weeks, right?
I was not gone for 2 weeks.
And she got used to being by herself, regulated.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it
a lot.
And look,
right?
Here's the thing.
And she basically got used to not being with me, right? And so I'm feeling some kind of way right now. I feel alone. I feel abandoned. I feel like she can do well by herself, and along with the beach, along with tall palm trees and nice drinks and nice food. You know, she can do well. And so therefore, I'm out here all alone in the woods.
I was only gone for 1 week, first of all. And secondly,
well, I was gone a week prior, so 2 weeks. I said 2 weeks. That's the reason.
So secondly, I still,
I be
because of these bad habits that he has, going on during the night. These bad habits during the night, getting up, not sleeping, not laying down and being still, and keeping the phone down low, and all of that stuff. I'm putting in earphones. I am waking up. I'm in the hotel, and I'm still waking up around the time that he is probably going to be up.
I had that effect. You know what I'm saying? I got that kind of effect.
Oh, he's Mazik. It's Mazik. She said, "What? You pronounced my name correctly. Look at that."
I don't do a lot of stuff as far as pronunciation correctly.
Hey, Veggie Farming.
That's cool. How you doing?
Thank you. And that's what I told him, Mazik. That's what I told him. I said, you needed to be alone with God anyway.
Okay.
That's what I said.
All right.
And you were great. You did great.
What you mean by I did great? What you talking about? I was gone. How did I do great? I was gone.
No, you were here.
No. Zeke saying you needed to be alone. Not me.
You needed to be alone.
No, you needed to be alone.
You needed some time with the Lord.
See, I know what was going on. See, she came back, you know what I'm saying? And she was sweet and everything, but you can tell she was misindependent at the same time. But it's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I have life insurance, because after me, I hope she lives her life, and I hope she lives it abundantly. I'm going to be a contributor to that.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I'm a sacrificial lamb. That's all I'm here for.
You are not.
Yeah.
You are not.
But y'all love me. If y'all love me, give me a thumbs up. Y'all love me, give me a thumbs up. I need some love, y'all. Please. If y'all
love on you. I don't love on you.
Shy.
Stop acting like that.
You hear what I'm saying, Shy. I know
Stop acting like that.
I got it. And then she gonna reverse and say, "No, Eco, you needed the time." No.
See? I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you what was going on.
I grew up the only child. I got enough time. I got enough my time. I can live with myself. My problem is if I don't get the exposure with living with others, I get to the part where I don't want to deal with people, period, right? And then when I get to the part where I don't want to deal with people, it makes it difficult to coexist with others, right? That's the dark side of Eco.
J3 said, Eco, welcome to marriage life.
J3,
marriage life is good. It's good.
You know what? J3 been married longer than we have.
Yeah.
Right?
He's been married a while.
Very experienced.
Haven't you? We've been married 27 years. How long you been married?
I think he heard he been married a little bit longer than we have.
Okay.
And through his experience, man, we are blessed with the graces of wisdom. and we appreciate that, right? You know, some people, they think because you got time that you've been married, but listen, we've been together like
38 years. 38 years.
Yeah, I know. I watch J3S. I watch his lives. I watch a lot of stuff, you know. And let me give a disclosure. A lot of times I don't come into people's lives, and I'm hoping y'all charge to my heart. But the reason why I don't say nothing, because y'all be flowing with your ideas, and I be like, yeah, I love the flow of the live, but I feel like sometimes I disrupt it by coming in and say, what's up, bless up. I don't want it to be about me. I want it to be about you, because I come into your lives to listen to you and learn about you. And sometimes being a content creator, when we come in, it's distracting. And then y'all focus on us, but I really want you to focus on you and what you're doing to building your group. I just want to say, hey man, I support y'all. I love y'all. I watch a lot of y'all videos, and y'all amazing, right? I just don't want to disrupt it by saying, hey, what's up? Or laughing out loud or different stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, I take away a couple of minutes out of your showtime, and that's not my intent. That's not what I like to do. I just would love to be like, okay, I'm in the house, letting y'all know I'm here. B Bundy, how you doing, Kathy
Thank
B?
you. Thank you.
That's a lot of time together. You know what? That's the thing. Some people have been married for a long time, but they really haven't spent no time together.
Yeah, and we've been together.
Yeah, I can't even finish a conversation or a sentence.
Look, I sat here for a full 2 minutes and let you talk. And now when I want to say 3 words, here you go. Talk about I'm interrupting you.
I ain't say you interrupted me, babe. I just say I can't finish the sentence because she already knows what I'm gonna say before I say it. That's what I was getting ready to say.
Whatever.
Even though you can spend a lot of time together, don't mean y'all understand each other, right?
Listen. Yeah. So we've been together.
I love you.
And
babe.
yeah, right.
I love you. You already know that. I love you with all my heart.
Careful with my neck now.
What's up?
You be trying to grab me too hard.
My hand's thick and heavy. I can't help that.
But yeah, we be like it's hard for us to have to travel for work because we have always just been together. And then typically, you know, when like the children were growing up and he had jobs that had to travel, me and the kids would go with him.
Everybody goes.
So now that all the kids are grown and I'm back working myself and have a job where I have to travel.
Down right there.
Well, but see, she still is like gone.
Yeah,
she still has her own job, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
So now, since I'm out in them streets, it's like,
what you mean by you out in the streets?
Working, dude.
That's what I'm saying. What you mean by working out here in these streets? You need to clarify what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
I'm out here and I have to do what I have to do.
Hey, y'all, let's talk about this out here. You know, my baby Gigi, right? We had a discussion, and it's full transparency about work duties around the house and all that good stuff.
Listen, my baby said that ain't for live stream.
Okay, I'm just saying. You know, my baby say, you know, I'm out here working, and y'all need to do half and half. And it's like, nigga, I've been out here working for 30 years. I don't cut hair to y'all. Say y'all need to do hair. I don't want hair to comb, chain hair to oil. I'm like, man, this is life, you know. It don't mean you stop doing what you're doing. You just keep doing what you're doing, but then it's enhancing a piece, you know.
Oh my God.
And that's, I mean, my thing is I love my baby. Lord knows I love her. And she know I love to spoil if I can, spoil her in any kind of way I can. But sometimes, brothers, when you spoil your baby, the baby show out sometimes. and you gotta pull out the leather, right? You gotta spank that. I mean, you gotta take care of that baby. Let her know that, hey, all these things, you know what I'm saying? They come to a hole, but at the same time, you know, you love her because she cute, man. When she have her fit, she cute as hell. I be like, oh, look at her. She in her feelings right now. I'll be like, oh, look at her. She really showing out right now. Okay, that's what we doing. And it's like, okay, do your thing, baby. Do your thing.
Stop it.
Okay.
All I was saying was,
oh my goodness.
All I was saying was,
okay, what you saying?
all of us are working, right?
Your problem is with that one right there.
No, 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 it's not. No, it's not.
It surely can't be eco. Surely it can't be eco.
I'm just saying all of us are working.
Yeah.
So all of us need to pitch in. Is all I was saying. Like pitch in. Don't just leave, you know, this stuff for me. I come out here and I help sometimes a little bit, a tiny little.
My baby help.
My baby loves to do it though. He loves it.
And that's the thing. And my thing is when I say what I do sometimes, and sometimes you got to be your own cheerleader in life. I ain't talking about, relationships. I'm talking about business, career, all that. Sometimes you got to be a cheerleader because sometimes you just doing stuff and then you be like, yeah, this is what I do. But for those of you all that do what you do without bragging, sometimes you got to say, look, I do this. This thing I do. It's not because I feel grievous about it, but it's like,
and I'm not even about to try to pretend like he does not
do
all of this stuff. He does. He really does.
Man, can you imagine you working?
However,
just because you get loud and a little bit more aggressive don't mean I won't start talking. But what I was saying,
what Mazik said is true story. Listen. My husband spoils me, then acts surprised when I do me. And this is this one right here. Hey, David. What is this? True story. Gonna act surprised.
Hold on, put that back up. I didn't.
He gonna act surprised when I do me.
I ain't act surprised. I was like, well, yes, I did.
You did.
You told me off on that one.
And you had
my baby said, I work. I work.
I did not say it that loud.
Okay. My baby said, I work full time. We all contribute to this mess. We're gonna all clean up this mess. Pick up behind yourselves. This, that, and this. And I'm like,
okay, well, what's wrong with that?
Nothing at all.
Okay.
My thing is you iron the clothes before, you took care of your husband before.
Yeah.
You rubbed my head before.
Yeah.
Just because you work don't mean you need to do half of a shirt.
So I don't mean
you need to rub half my head.
I don't still do that.
Don't mean that, because these days we deal with this 50%.
Answering the question though. I don't still do all that.
Well, we're not. I'm trying to be nice online because
no, tell the truth.
I think you
I don't still rub your head.
I think you do it, but you do it less frequently.
I don't still rub your feet because I be at work.
What?
I don't cut your toenails and your fingernails.
No,
I don't.
When the last time you cut my toenails, my fingernails?
The last time you said they needed it.
We're in Eco Nation News. All right, news you probably can or probably can't use. Right, we're getting ready to the fall. We covered the dogs. We covered the chickens. The babies are still thriving. The plants are slowly relaxing. The weeds are slowly relaxing. Annabelle has been gone.
Watch.
What you doing? Watch what? Anyway.
You see what I mean? Like he can't even take me rubbing his head right now because he knows like my head rubs are the best. He knows this.
So what happens when you're not used to something? You react to it.
Damn.
I was caught off because I wasn't used to that. And the touching and stuff, I was like, what the hell are you doing? What's going on? So anyway, going back to Eco Nation News, this has been brought to you by Be Rich and much more.
Oh my God!
Along with Boss Hall and Shy. All right, check this out. So we've come to a part where I was talking about Annabelle. I am so frustrated with the procurement of me purchasing Annabelle. I would tell you if anything would be lacking or be missing on this property in a heartbeat between two other things out here, Annabelle would be number one. Annabelle has been more than like disappointing for me. First of all, I'm disappointed in my sales guy. He was amazing for selling, but he did not meet my expectations by telling me that I needed a different piece of equipment. I told him what I was dealing with. I told him what I was facing. Annabelle is stronger than strong, but Annabelle strength is not based on the outer structure. The metal is so soft, everything is not equipped for what I need. I am paying for Annabelle, and Annabelle has spent more time at the doctor's office and at the hospital than I have on the field.
Mm.
Annabelle has been tremendous when Annabelle is here, but I'm serious, y'all. I am contemplating to just be like, I'm done with Annabelle. We're gonna have to transition something else. I think right now I'm ready to pay somebody to do some of these things I need to get done because Annabelle has been literally, I'm paying for something that I can't even use. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. So here's my perspective. I have a different perspective than he has. So my perspective is that yes, Annabelle probably was not designed to be pushing down 100 trees. Okay. It's a tractor. Not a lawn tractor, a real tractor. It's not designed to be just
It was designed to
pushing
cut
down.
grass.
It wasn't designed to be pushing down all these trees. No, it can do way, way more than cut grass. That's a real tractor. Have y'all seen the size of that monster? It is a real tractor. But when you talk about the amount of
What's up,
work,
Older Homestead? What's going on?
how you doing? When you talk about the
Veggie.
amount
How you doing, Veggie?
of trees that Eco Neighbor has pushed down, when you talk about the amount of roots that he has dug up using this tractor, you need an excavator for something like that.
I should have bought me an excavator.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm thinking that you kind of being a little bit too hard on the sales guy, and because sales guy, he's trying to get his commission. I understand it. Sales is what it is. He's trying to get his commission. He pointed you in the direction of the strongest tractor that they had, totally right?
Excavator.
Pointed you in the direction of the strongest tractor that they had.
I mean, it got the strength. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Definitely.
This tractor is strong. It's almost scary how strong it is. But the metal outside of that,
everything has a limit.
It can't even withstand it. I
saying.
could bend the bucket with this tractor.
And it was.
I bent the bucket multiple times. Like y'all, what kind of metal is this? Like the grapplers and everything like that. This tractor would just grab it. Like the strength is there.
He was picking up trees when he knocked these trees down with the grappler, the fingers. He's picking them up, picking the trees up, and moving the trees. So this tractor is extremely strong. It's a real tractor. I just think that everything has its limits.
And then the fact that the parts are not made in this country, and we got people in leadership that battles with these people in these other countries for whatever reason, it makes a frustrating process of getting things done because most of the parts are not on this soil. And some people like, you should have bought a John Deere, you should have bought this. A John Deere, I don't believe could do what this tractor has done. If the John Deere did it, I would have to pay 3 times as much for this John Deere.
Size tractor for the that we got.
I looked at the same.
My sister had a John Deere.
And it was smaller. And the thing is, it could not do what I needed to do here. And it basically was the same cost. But for me to do a John Deere, a Husqvarna, I think they said the Husqvarna, a couple other dealerships, Massey, Ferguson, all of that, the price was like 3 times the price. And I'm like, for the same tractor. And I'm like, I'm still paying it one way or the other. It's just time.
So I mean, look at what he's done. Look at all the stuff that he's opened up. Look at all the
done.
No. But look at what you have done. It's I mean, come on, dude. It's like 18, 19 more acres back there. So we got to focus on what we have done. All of the stuff that we've done, all of the brush clearing and all of that stuff. Now we bought extra. We bought the grappler. We bought the what you call that thing? The brush hog, bush hog.
Bush hog, the
Bought the
grader,
bush hog, the grader, the grappler, in
and the
addition
shovel.
to the tractor. So like it was a
Yeah.
lot of money.
Yeah, and
It was a
that,
lot
I
of money.
guess my thing is, when she gets back, I'm gonna baby her. But I'm like, I didn't buy a tractor to be like delicate. I spent all summer long with all of this stuff. I'm having to push, cut a lot of these weeds and stuff. And I'm like, for this amount of space, I need a real tractor.
But what you could do is just not push down as many trees
I
because
push
that was
down a
a
tree
lot of
is push down
trees.
a tree.
That's a lot of trees.
I'm
Don't
gonna
push
I'm
down
gonna
quite as many
moving
trees.
forward, I hate it because I hate dealing with people that don't say what they're gonna do and do what they say they're gonna do. And then the people that do what they're gonna do, they don't give no details until it's over with. And I'm like, nothing more frustrating when you hire somebody for a service and it's not until the end of the service then they be very detailed. And what I'm running into a lot when you're dealing with land clearing, when you're dealing with land construction, I need details up front. Give me the detail. I get there's nuances that happen during the process, but let's talk about real core details in the beginning, right?
Yeah, but I don't think that even even you understood the undertaking of this property. So
I did, but I
even
didn't.
even when we went to get the tractor, um I still don't think that we neither of us truly understood like what all was going to be involved in doing this, just opening up these roads, just getting this cleared out spot in the middle. I just don't truly think that we understood what it was going to be, what all was going to be involved in doing that. um how well does it hold its value
If I sell it,
if you sell it? I mean, tractors always are gonna hold some value.
but this is the thing: when you buy a brand new tractor, brand new car, brand new truck, brand new everything, the value decrease when you pull it off the lot.
Of course.
It's no different between anything else. The only difference is about a tractor is it will have a balance point where it's not going to go below a certain standard.
Right, because
And
you got to think about the people who actually uses
most
tractors.
tractors outlive people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they understand,
that
they
was the
know
whole
what the
point of me
value
buying a
are.
brand new. My whole point, like I know I could have got a used tractor, but my whole point was I want the land, I want the tractor, I want everything the wheel. I Everything we doing, we spending extra, right? We could have got a cheaper cabin, we could have got a cheaper wheel, dog. We could have got cheaper this, we could have got, and it's not about the price. We focus on quality, right? Because the goal is we want everything we do as far as investing into this property to outlast us.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole goal. And because we want to leave our family in a better situation than what we did. So if they decide to sell, if they decide to liquidate, if they decide to live and continue the journey, if they decide to cut new roads or whatever, they won't start from zero, right? Because you got to think about it. What can y'all do right now? Imagine, close your eyes where you are, and you say, I got 20 acres, I got a well, I got septic tank, I got food, I got trees, I got vegetables, I got everything. What do y'all do with that? You can build a community, right? I want it where my family, they say, if my kids, because we got a granddaughter now, if she says, I want to go out on the land and I want to stay in one of the cabins or I want to build a new house, a lot of people, they're talking about real estate and this and that. But the bottom line, you're going to need a place to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine, imagine in 2040, you don't have to pay no mortgage. You don't have to pay no rent. You don't have to pay nothing. And you sitting here, people be looking like you making $5,000 or $10,000 a month and you ain't got to pay nothing because that's what it's going to be in the future. People going to be making $5,000 and $10,000. A lot of times we look at pesos and be like 10,000 pesos, 5,000 pesos. These dollars are going to be the same thing. The dollar's not going away. it's just gonna devalue over time, and you're gonna be like, I never in my life would have thought we would have paid 2,000 pesos or $2,000 for a piece that made it cost us $10. But it's happening. If you look at every single year, yesterday, if y'all went with me, y'all seen I went to the nursery.
Okay.
It's plants that cost $30 and $40 now that really cost $2.50 just
Yes.
5 and 10 years ago.
Yes.
And I'm 100. I've been buying plants. Just because you see this channel, you think we just starting into this plant life. We've been doing this thing for a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? I've watched prices go from $2.50 per plant up to $30 per plant. And the crazy thing is some of y'all said that ain't no bad price. And I'm like,
and that's hard. That's hard
It's
when
hard.
like you know that
I
this
know
just
what we
came
can
from a
get it.
cutting, and then now I'm
Yeah.
having to pay $30 for it, you know.
Yep.
But so I saw your video.
Okay.
I
I don't
saw
like
your
the way
video.
that sound.
I saw your live stream.
Okay, you saw my live stream.
Yeah, when you went, I didn't even know that you were. I don't know what I was doing. I was doing something else, but I didn't even know that you had gone live until it was over. It was over and done. I saw it later on.
And the
in the
first
day.
part didn't have no sound, and I apologize for that. But thank y'all for coming in. I think David put me up on game, told me ain't no sound. What's up with the sound? I appreciate y'all. A lot of times viewers, they don't say nothing. For us content creators, we really don't know what y'all seeing on the other side. So by y'all commenting and giving us feedback, that helps a lot. I know J3, he was in there, man. Appreciate y'all. Much love to you.
You done?
Dang, I
You
ain't used to
done?
that.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Just checking. So
You so
so I saw you live.
so petty.
So I saw you live. And so when you were looking at figs or whatever, I heard you say, yeah, Gigi love figs.
Oh, that's
I was like,
I knew someone would say that.
what? Who is this man? And where did he get this information? No, I am not a fig person. I actually prefer dates. I really don't care for figs. And let me tell you, do y'all have like some things that you've ever tasted in life?
Them figs. I need to take them figs back.
No, you do not need to take them figs back. Them figs will go here on this homestead.
I need to take them figs back.
Them figs will be on this homestead.
Y'all talked me into buying them figs for Gigi. and y'all see.
I was like,
y'all see
wait
what
a
I
minute.
deal with, y'all. You be thinking. See. The
but
whole
you didn't
mindset.
you didn't ask Gigi,
the whole
though.
mindset. I thought in my brain
You had a
Gigi,
whole cell phone.
I thought Gigi.
Did you call Gigi and say, baby?
I thought
you want
Gigi.
These figs?
Okay.
Do you like these figs? You like these
I'll
figs? And I could have told you. No,
let me ask
like
y'all a question. For those of y'all that are married and not married, in a relationship, not in a relationship, what happens when your companion says, man, I thought you would love something. I thought you liked it something. But they were wrong, but then they went and got it. Some people would view it as, man, you thought about me.
No, and I appreciate it.
You
I really
sacrificed your
appreciate
money
it.
for me.
And they are
You
going
could have
to
not
go.
spent that on me, but you did.
They're going to go on the homestead. All I'm saying is, if I'm not sure about something, I'm not going to ask somebody else what Gigi like. Why I'm going to do that? What are you doing?
Killing me softly.
Listen, I am grateful for the figs. Okay, I'm grateful to have them because I want as much stuff as we can. Now, we had a fig tree that was coming over the back of the fence at our last property, and so I was like, okay, let me try and make sure that I really don't like figs. So I went out there. I tried one of the figs. I was like, yeah, no, really not for me. I thought I didn't like them, but that really confirmed that I do not like figs like that. Okay. Am I willing to try them because I know how healthy they are? Absolutely. I will put them in a smoothie.
Appreciate it.
I'll put them in a smoothie to, you know, take them in. But when I was using the figs that were coming over the tree, I was just using them for the leaves because you can make teas with the leaves. That's all I was doing. But
let me put this up.
Out of all the stuff in the world,
I'm listening, baby. Keep talking.
Out of all the stuff in the world, he thought he was surprising you and got a surprise of his life. I was like, oh my gosh. But at the same time, I was like, okay, it's just more food for the homestead because, like he said in the video, there are plenty of things that we have. Well, not plenty. We got that nasty papaya. Listen, I don't like papayas either. It's just not my thing. I don't like the smell of them. I don't like anything about papayas. But I still bought the papaya because I was like, there are plenty of people out there who love papayas. I can sell the papayas. Once he is not in no doghouse. Don't let Eco Neighbor make y'all think that he being abused over here. He is not.
The reason why I got shades on because I got black eyes. She beat me up when I got home. You know what I'm saying?
He is not.
She beat me up when I got home.
So, no, I am not a fig person. How you doing, resilient dad? How you doing, y'all's girl? I am not a fig person. I think fig Newton was was probably top 5 most disgusting things I ever tasted in my life. Like the inside, the bread, everything, just gross. I didn't like it. I still don't like it to this day. It's just not my thing. But I know
my comments.
What? I tried to wipe your
You did like this. You tried to swipe them. I understand. Whip them legs.
I don't like it.
Shout out to African Dreaming. I know y'all in the bed right now, but shout out to y'all.
Them jokers ain't in the bed. What's up, African Dreaming?
Somebody gonna
be up all night and all day. Somebody. Wait a minute.
Bro, for the dogs in the house. Yeah, it's partly my fault. Yeah, I know. Look. One thing I would say about my brothers in this chat. Look, y'all about that life, man. Y'all don't mind taking a hit with the brother, and I appreciate that, man. Because some folks, man,
it was not
straight
anything
up,
bad. It wasn't
some folks,
bad.
They'll leave you out there. But one thing about y'all, man, y'all about that life, man.
But it wasn't even bad. It was fine. Y'all. It was fine. You know, it was fine.
So
I'm okay with figs being on the homestead.
So this is what we're going.
Because then when they get bigger, I can do cuttings and all of that stuff. So sorry, go ahead.
Ain't no sorry.
Go ahead, babe.
Don't rub me like that. Don't rub me like that.
It's so
much. You know what? We need to talk about a couple of things. So we understand that there's a war going on. We understand that as African Dreamer always say, I ain't trying to get in grown folk business. Somehow the United States always find a way to get in grown folk business.
Baby, when there's money involved, we coming.
Hey, and I don't really understand. Do we understand that life is what it is? You know.
Thank you, Belinda.
I don't care what Belinda said.
Y'all are too cute.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. Ain't no side swiping on. You know what I'm saying? But I heard my pup. Okay.
Wait, what happened?
I heard one on somebody.
Where they are?
One of them hurt though.
Probably Shaka jumping on Musa.
Musa hurt. But one thing that
Shaka beating him up.
One thing that we want to communicate is that you all, the reason why we share what we're going through, the reason why we do what we're doing is to let you all know that you have to be prepared to take care of you and your family And what I mean by family, I'm not talking about just blood. I'm talking about by people that's around you that support your world. We have to combine our resources and be prepared. And what I mean by being prepared, we can go through all this systematic stuff, but truthfully, the truth be told is that what if your job cancel you tomorrow?
Ooh, Jesus. Get to sit out here.
What
Look, I
if
ain't saying I'm asking for it. I'm just saying.
what if
Chill out
your car
for a
was
little while.
repossessed, right? What if the electric went out in your city, in your town, right? What if, because my thing is, do y'all not understand these people being bombed over the water, right?
Mm.
Everything they know is dead to an end, right? I don't care which side you on.
Mm.
You got to imagine the store you normally go to is not there no more.
Mm.
The job you go to is not there no more. And somehow we feel like we sit over here and we just be like, oh, that's so sad. But we don't think we can be impacted, right?
We don't.
We feel like we untouchable, right? But I'm still saying to you all, what y'all doing to get ready? Because how long do we sit on the hilltop and feel like we ain't gonna get targeted?
You know, one of those things, and I thought about that yesterday, you know, when I had the discussion with you and little Gigi about everybody pitching in. And I was like, one of the things I said was, look, we don't have any more space. Don't bring nothing else in here. Don't bring nothing else because we got enough seasonings and spices. We got enough vegetables. We got enough rice and noodles and all of this stuff. Don't bring nothing else in here. But then I was thinking about, well, you know, that is kind of our storage, you know. That's a lot of the stuff that we have been storing to make sure that if anything goes wrong, that we're going to have food. We're going to have something. So, you know, it's kind of a fine line. And, you know, for those who have lived the RV life before or in a small home, then you kind of understand both sides of it because you have no space. And then at the same time, you're just like, I need to be storing. I need to be stocking up. I need to be making sure that I'm still getting a little something here, a little something there. But you're like, where do I put it?
Yeah.
Where do I put it? Where do I put the stuff? And then we don't want to fill the cabin up because we still got work to do in there. We don't need a bunch of stuff stocked up in the cabin. So we just all, I think we all at the mercy of this crazy world. And we have just got to be like, okay, well, we're going to do what we can. We're going to do the best that we can with the space that we're working with. And that's about all we can do at this point.
So Belinda said people would lose their minds if it was going on in the USA.
Yeah.
Why? My question is why? You know, if y'all been watching between Hunger Games, the zombies, y'all been watching all these politicians going to sleep on the camera. You've been watching all of these warning signs, right? Why
I mean,
in the
even
world?
through history, though, even through history, look at the genocide, look at the apartheids, look at slavery, look at all of that stuff. Like, why wouldn't, I don't know. I don't know.
Kick it out. What you saying? You talking.
Why are we so surprised?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why would we lose our minds? Why would we be so out of control? And my question is, I get it. You know, being from African descent, which we all say we all from African descent, some of us are closer to it than others. But we as quote African Americans, we don't have no place of peace whatsoever. You can go to the diaspora, you can go here, you can go there, but are you really accepted and warm and greeted? And so one of the things that we try to drive in is you can do whatever you want to if you purchase some land. You can create your own nation if you purchase some land. If I told some people that I know 20 acres that connected to our 20 acres and another 40 acres connect to our 40 acres. We would find 15 reasons why we couldn't do it rather than combining our resources and doing it, right? Because the crazy thing is, when you own your own land, you have this opportunity to truly be your own country, be your own land. You know what I'm saying? She is the governor, she's the judge, right? I'm just a politician walking around here, right? And a laborer. That's all I am.
Stop. You a mess.
She runs this thing, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, guess what happens? We all agree on the decision.
Yeah.
And my thing is empower yourself, empower. I don't care if it's a half an acre, I don't care if it's a quarter of an acre, own something for a short period of time and enjoy it, empower yourself, and be the leader of that land. Because I'm telling you, y'all, life is so short, it's so fragile. And my thing is, why work your entire life for somebody else? Why live your entire life to benefit and to bless somebody else? It's time out for us to be blessing other people other than ourselves.
You pick that big old dog up.
It's time for us to really
There's the
learn,
baby. There's the
learn
baby.
to love each other and be empowering to each other. Yeah,
Look at
you
it.
feel me? You feel it's time out. We gotta really, really love
You love him.
ourselves enough to be to the part where if Shaka find you over here, Shaka gonna have a straight fit. I'm just letting you know, Musa. If Shaka see you doing that,
That's Shaka.
this is not Shaka. This is Musa.
No, it is not.
This Musa. I know how Musa act. This is Musa. Shaka would not be this calm.
Oh my God.
Here comes Shaka.
They are so alike.
No. Demeanor.
Now,
Nothing
see, this is the way Shaka acts with me. Musa does not act that way with me. Shaka acts that way with me.
See.
Look at him.
Musa see Shaka
Yeah,
coming.
I see him
Now
now.
watch. Musa finna get down because look. Musa finna get down because Shaka coming. Yeah, see, I know my dog. Now Shaka, like, what you doing up there? What you doing up there? See, Musa done got down and everything.
Who took his collar off?
I did. It was getting a little bit
Yeah, I
snug
knew
on.
you would. You didn't adjust it. You took it off. It's adjustable.
You gotta take it off to adjust it because he won't be still long enough for you to adjust it.
Okay. But
go ahead, baby. You always got something to say. Go on and add something to it.
You back here with all this noise. But no, yeah, they getting big. The dogs are really getting big. And
they ain't getting big, they getting healthy.
They getting big.
Is this really big?
Oh my God.
Is this really big?
He's huge.
Y'all remember months ago this was a little old bitty baby?
He's huge.
Little old bitty baby. And now look at Musa. Musa getting nice and thick and ripe. You see it, don't you, Musa? You see yourself? You right there, Musa. Shaka, I know you don't like it. But yeah.
Now you're full of dog hair.
Now this is that's Shaka. Come here, Shaka. You think somebody want to get your ball?
Yeah.
Yep. He playing them games. But yeah, go ahead, baby. Go ahead. I know you got something.
No, I'm waiting on you. Go ahead.
Same way I feel awkward now. You waiting on me.
Don't feel awkward.
Okay.
I got your back.
But seriously, y'all, on a serious tip, we gotta really think about what we're doing. We gotta think about where we are in our lives. And I get it. It's nothing like enjoying yourself. It's nothing like really relaxing and all that. But we really gotta be to the part where, like, if our resources get shut off, if we don't have what we need at our local markets or whatever, are you really in good shape? Are you really able to just last a little while? You know what I'm saying?
And that, I think that's one of the reasons why I was like, okay, yeah, I'm cool with having the extra trees, the extra fruit trees around here or whatever. I mean, because I see a couple of them actually that I'm going to be taking clippings from and making some more of them, because I just feel like, if we do if we do those clippings, then we'll put ourselves in a position where we do have more to share with family and friends. And we'll also have more to, create a market, take to the market, take downtown, whatever. And so it's always a benefit for me. So that's why I wasn't tripping over the fig trees or whatever. I was just like, yeah, I don't just sit around popping no figs in my mouth now. It's just not my thing. But I'm down. I'm down with definitely making a lot
And
more
David Corey
food
with the
around here.
crop. I'm not gonna. If you came in a little bit later, I think you came in. Well, you start coming in a little bit later, but I'm just letting you know. I'm calling your names out because some people they don't physically see us, they hear us, and I want people to go to our channel. So David Corey with the crop. The reason why I ain't keep saying y'all or whatever, I just want to call people names out so people know. But you're absolutely right.
Okay.
We really got to get out of separation. The the narrative and
I
the
don't know if that'll ever
situation.
happen though.
Huh?
I don't know if that'll ever happen.
Well, what's being promoted is for us to be separated, right?
I mean, it always has though. What's new?
Yeah, yeah.
There's nothing new.
And this is the thing, the crazy thing about it. I don't care, even on this YouTube streets, we come together and then we find a little something different about each other, then we separate from each other, then it's all out war against each other. But I don't know. I was thinking like maybe YouTube, we can find ways that we can congregate amongst the world and form and unify each other. But then I'm finding that even within this platform, we find ways to separate each other. And I don't know why that is. You're trying to get my attention.
I mean, that's just what it is.
It is what it is, but hopefully we can find some ways that we can unify our resources and we can identify that we are stronger in some points and we can help each other where we're weak at. I mean, because think about it. Right now, if we didn't have the internet, how would we connect? How would we connect? Some of us we do share
I mean,
emails, we do
same.
share telephone,
I
but
don't know. Like you just like before I got on the internet, I was out in the public, out in the streets.
mhm,
before before there was internet, before there was social media, you got out there and you actually talked to people. You actually had to interact with people. So I don't know. Yeah, you can reach a lot of people faster by the internet, but to me, I don't think it's really too much different. If all of this went away, we would do what we had to do. We would go back out in the street. We would introduce ourselves to people. We would barter with people. We would do whatever is necessary in order to get what we need for our families.
I just feel like in a lot of cases we don't have that skill set. I'm not talking about us older people. I'm talking about us younger people. It's as I interact, as I work around younger people, they don't see the value in coming together physically. Like
But they've never really had to do it though.
that's my point.
They've
And
always
and,
been
and how
just,
do we
you know,
cultivate that type of connection and show that there's value in that? Because this is the thing. I can just see it may not be in our lifetime, but there's going to be a separation where we're not going to be able to connect through quote the internet.
yeah, because the Simpsons done already told y'all that
Oh
it's going.
Lord, what you doing?
The Simpsons done already told y'all that the internet going down.
Yeah, it hadn't been down in our lifetime, but it's
Listen,
going
but
down.
but but when has the Simpsons been wrong? When had they been wrong? They ain't been wrong.
Yeah, but you know what? The thing is, somehow we gotta put things together because it's not a lot of us latchkey babies around as many it is the baby boomers and millenniums. So how do we make the influence to others to see the value in connecting with others? You know what I'm saying? In my world, I would love to be by myself, but then I see the value in us connecting.
I just feel like the elders are trying to keep things the same, and they're just not going to stay the same. You
Well,
know,
I'm not necessarily trying to
we
keep
are
things
not
the
the
same,
future. We are not the future. The young people are the future, and they are going to dictate and determine where things go.
but we do play a part in the future.
I ain't say we didn't play no part, and I said we are not the future. It's just like when the baby boomers came along. The baby boomers dictated what happened in the world. Then when Gen X came along, Gen X was like, okay, baby boomers, we don't even want to hear nothing y'all got to say. You know, go on with that. We're going to do things our way. And then the millennials now are like, Gen X, go on about your business because we're not going to do what you did. It's just progression. It's just what it is. Hi, Toya's Pantry. How you doing?
Toya, how you doing, Toya?
I'm 50 years old, and the internet has connected me with like-minded people, and I am grateful for that. Absolutely, absolutely.
I think about it like this. I have more friends on the internet right now than I have physically.
Mm-hmm.
And what I call friends,
I don't know. I mean,
well, well, well,
associates.
well,
Yeah.
well, that's what I was getting ready to
Okay.
define. But
My bad. Go
Gigi
ahead. Go ahead.
race to the ending.
Sorry.
That's what Aries do. But
I'm sorry.
anyway,
We just get to the heart of crap.
well,
Go ahead. Sorry.
okay, let's go down that road since you want to go down that road. What do you determine as friends? You know what I'm saying? When you think about growing up as a child to adulthood, you know, I'm not talking about these lifetime sister type relationships. I'm talking about common friends are friends. They people that you associate with, you have some likeness with it, and then you keep it moving. They there for a season.
Let me ask you a question. Put it in the
friends are
comments. How many friends do you have versus associates?
okay.
Family Man, how you doing? Family Man
What's up,
said,
family
believe it
man?
or not, I have more in common with my homesteading family than my natural family. And I'm
So
not
so
surprised.
so David says I have more associates, not friends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Friends mean from the beginning to the end.
Mm-mm.
What friends mean to you?
To me, friends are people that I can actually trust. It's like I can associate with all types of people, and I even like them. I'm cool with them. Like we can go out to lunch, we can do all of this stuff, but would I lay down my life for you as an associate? Probably not. Would I lay down my life for a friend? Probably will. So
And I
to
believe that's
me,
debatable. And
no,
this is my
it's
reason.
not debatable.
This is my reason why I
It's
say
like
that.
when people used to always bring their children to me, no matter where we moved, somebody always, because they realized I was a stay-at-home mom. Somebody was gonna always bring their children to me because they saw how I dealt with our children, etc. And so they always wanted me to keep their children, to keep their grandchildren. It didn't matter where we moved. Can I finish? Can I finish?
You will.
Can I finish?
You will.
So when
Say this whole word. I'm just here as a
I was just trying to finish my statement.
Go ahead.
So when your children came into my presence, when they came into my environment, I had them in my home. That means that I am totally 1000% responsible for those children.
Let me share something with you.
And I'm the same way with my friends.
Your friend could tell you something a couple of times, maybe not once, but a friend could tell you something to your disliking a few times, or your friend can cross you a few times, and you'll be totally done with that friend.
No, your friend is not fixing to cross you. That's the difference.
But sometimes people's intentions are not to cross nobody. It just happens, right?
No.
What I'm saying is sometimes we put a high stake on people and our expectations. And the fact is that people come into our lives for a reason, right? Some of it is for a long period of time, some of it is for a short period of time. You got people that's going to be in your life for a long period of time, and some people are going to be in your life for a short period of time. But I'm telling you, people will disappoint you. You will come into situations and conflicts. But the crazy part about all this stuff is that what you're doing with this relationship, right? You make the determination whether you want to continue the relationship or whether you don't. What's going on?
Will be a mixture of internet community and focused meetups. Instead of luxury vacations at timeshares, we will vacation to places that encourage a more self-sufficient and conservative existence.
Okay, now go play.
You got love, now go on.
Mm-hmm.
Family man say you got 2 friends.
You know, the thing is, if you got 2 friends, right? The reality is that the abundance of friends are very few. And then you got people who you associate with, it's a lot of them. But when you're dealing with friends will be there and tell you when you're right, when you're wrong. Friends will be in agreement with you. They'll also debate you. They'll challenge you. They'll strengthen
And that's
you.
fine.
And you will accept that challenge. But associates, it's just one of them things.
Well,
right?
I'm a little bit different when it comes to that, because it's like I talk to people all the time. Like my day is full of talking to people. So I don't care that somebody says, you know what, Gigi, I don't agree with that. I'm fine. I mean, state your point. I'm cool with that. And guess what? If you give me something different to think on, then that's fine too. Then I can say, hey, you know what? You're right. I never thought about it like that, but you're right about that. That doesn't mean that we mad. That doesn't mean that we have issue. It's just that somebody else gave me a different perspective on things, and I'm more than willing to accept that. I'm cool with that. I'm good. My friends all the time. Bye. My friends all the time. If we have come back.
Come.
If we have something, it's like yesterday with my best friend. Yesterday we were having a conversation about something, and she was like, yeah, let up a little bit, on something that I said. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right about that. So I don't have any problem with accountability. I don't have any problem with
the difference is between that person and the other person is you trust that person.
And that's where I was going. I know that person has my best interest at heart.
Exactly.
That person does not have any fake love for me. There's not any underhanded malice or any of that stuff. I know that that person has my best interest at heart.
And that's what determines
the difference between a friend and an associate.
Whether you view that person knowing your best interest. How do you make that determination?
I mean, through experience, through life, through experiences that you all have had together. Is that the person where I can call in the middle of the night when something just goes terribly wrong? Or is that going to be the person be like, look, hey, ain't nothing I can do for you. Call your family. My friend sees me as their family, and I see them as my family.
And this is the thing. You make that open determination on what is considered a friend. And a lot of people, they talk about a lot of different things, right? But you make that determination on what's your friend and what's not your friend. And with that, that's a piece of empowerment, right? So
come back.
Come. Get back over here.
Shaka trying to be hard-headed.
Come here.
Now he done ran all the way down there, going into the road.
You know better. You know better.
Boy, it's like having little kids. But I agree. A family man, I completely agree. He said, I got a lot of associates, very few friends. I could call at 3 a.m. for help if I needed it.
And this is the thing, though. It's like there's some strangers or some associates you could probably call at 3, right? And they may help you. They may not. But I think your expectations are a different level when you're dealing with associates, right? I've seen times, I would tell you, if you're a YouTube content creator or any type of creator, I've learned because I think I deal with a lot of people on a daily basis. My job requires me to deal with a lot of people, right? But one thing I've noticed here on these platforms and stuff like this, people want to group you in and put you in these networks and these different things. And just because you come in, you speak, you holler, people associate you with those people and their ideas and their values and all that kind of stuff. But you gotta be clear that you are your own distinct person, right? And don't get it twisted. This is my friend. My friend is on my side at all times, right? But if there's something contradictory between me and my friend, you know it's a lie, right? But then sometimes we see what people seen with each other, they seen on certain platforms, they seen this and that. And if it's conflicting about them two together, it's probably a lie, right? So one of the things that I always encourage our content creators to do is understand that when you coming into this game, this is a business for a lot of people, and you need to approach it like that. Leave your feelings before you log into this computer. My cuz got a song,
No,
and I ain't
don't
gonna say it. I ain't
don't
gonna
say
pump my
it.
cuz. I ain't gonna pump her
Don't
like
say
that.
it.
But there's no true saying that
You got
he's
to
like, get out of
get
your
out your
feelings,
feelings.
right? He don't say it like that, but he's like, get out your feelings. And that's what we gotta do moving forward. And this brings me back to the beginning. If we didn't have no power, no electricity, we connecting, we doing everything. Understand that if Gigi knows about them herbs, I don't care whether I like her, I don't like her. Make sure you connect with Gigi when it comes to the herb. When it comes to the bruh in the woods, navigating the woods or the Florida woods or whatever, whether you like eco or you don't like eco, make sure you connect with eco. You know what I'm saying? And I could go on and on and on. Somehow we got to get out of this thing where we just feel like in order for us to cohabitate, every single thing has to be solid 100. We got to agree with everybody. We got to have a kumbaya all the time. You got different people with different mindsets. And that's what makes life beautiful, right? Because all of us got a different skill set. All of us got different attributes that one person can enhance another person. But we got to have some commonality to be agreeable with each other to the part where we be like, we all on the same mission at the same time. Go ahead, Gigi.
No, I'm
No, go
good.
ahead. No,
I'm
man,
good.
I'm feeling all that over there. Go ahead and get. Don't do that. Well, you
No,
ain't been doing it.
listen. Everything you just can't say everything that comes to your mind. You just can't. And so let's go to chat.
Can't just say everything comes to mind. Oh, that was a message to you.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It's the individual or belief about laying your life for an associate or a friend. I have met a few YouTubers I would give my life up for. Go for it, J3. My circle has went from a circle to a dot because they were only there for what they could get from me. And that is the difference. That is the difference. And that's what I mean by they have your best intentions. They have your best intentions. Um, I've got a lot of associates, very few friends. I call it 3 I think I saw that one already. My circle is very small. 3 females come to my home for Bible study. um just I'm just too old to still be doing the things I did when I was younger. Exactly. I think trusted friendships are built over time, and as adults, I think trusted friendships are built over time, and as adults with life experiences, it's harder to put trust in people. And let's just say, Veggie Farm, I agree 1000% with you saying that, because it's just like my best friend, for example. We've been friends for 23 years. We didn't grow up as friends, but over time, we have built a relationship with each other when we have been in bad situations, have been in some bad situations. we have both come through for each other and whatever it was that we needed. If that was just conversation, if that was money, if that was it just didn't matter what it was. And her husband the same, who we grew up with, got in a situation one day, and her husband along with my husband came to my rescue like it was nothing. It was nothing. Didn't care anything about nothing else that was going to happen. All they cared about was not her, not this one. You won't disrespect this one. You won't do anything to harm this one because you're going to have to go through us first. So it takes, it does take time to build that type of trust, to build that type of relationship with somebody that you know whatever happens, that that person is going to have your back. You went to prison for 10 years and that person is still there. That person is still sending you letters. They might not even come to visit, but that person is still holding you down when it, in prayer, putting some on your books so you can get you some toothpaste and some clean underwear. Like your friends are there through the good times and the bad times. Like that's a relationship. I know you saw something. Go ahead.
I mean, it's a lot of good comments, a lot of commentary in the chat, and I appreciate the chat. Um, One thing that as we bring this topic to a close, I want you all to start thinking about before you speak. Think about judgment. I want us to get out of this. I think America, Christianity, religion, a lot of stuff has taught us to be amazing judges. Does not mean
But
we're
don't do
right.
nothing.
Does
Don't do
not
nothing to
mean
help
we're
anybody
right.
though.
But we have been taught to be judgmental. And we don't even realize it. We think we're doing great things. We think we're doing good amongst people, but we are diminishing creativity. We diminishing progress. We are diminishing growth because we want people to think and act and do as we would do or we have been taught or conditioned to do. And one thing that I want to encourage more people to do is to really be mindful about what you do, how you do, and then understand that your life journey is your life journey. It has nothing to do with nobody else. The things you learn, you can share with people, but you share your experiences. You don't tell people what to do. You share your experiences. That's all you're doing. And then your experience and you're sharing that, they will process it and analyze it, and they'll learn on it. I've learned. Somebody mentioned in the chat they were 50 years old. I learned at my 50 years old that I spent a large portion of my time taught to judge, to quote, indirectly tell people what to do and feel like that's leadership. It's not leadership. What it is bullying. Is directionally, mentally channeling people a certain way. What you do is, if we in the great book says, whosoever will, right? It means that you share your experiences, you share your processes in life, and you say, hopefully, you won't have to endure some of the things I did, and hopefully you will endure, because some of the things that we've endured have shaped us and molded us to not be in a worse situation than we could have been. So the beautiful thing about this is that life teaches us a lot of stuff. Go ahead. What's going on? Oh my God.
I was just looking at y'all's girl comment. You have to be careful who you have around you. Because listen, just because people are around you,
because
don't
their
mean
action
no
can
people
bring
like
a
you.
judgment on their life, which can affect your blessings too.
Thank you. You have to be careful who you allow in your space.
This is the thing. Y'all's girl, I think what you just said is the spot on. what I'm learning to do is channel my energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Put my energy is valuable. My frequency is even more valuable because I'm being very, very strategic about what I bring into my life.
Mm.
I don't watch a lot of stuff. Uh, Entertainment is fine, but if you don't be careful, you'll take in so much entertainment
Man, energy
that,
is powerful.
that you don't
Taking in
realize
that
it.
crap.
You don't realize, and you diminishing your frequency. You know.
And here's the thing is that the people who are in the crap, they don't even realize it because they're so transfixed on the mess.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even realize it, but they think they so profound. They don't realize how they're stuck in the mess. You know a high vibration versus a low one.
Yeah.
You know it. It is so apparent.
And you need that in your life. You need high
You
frequency in your life.
as much as humanly
You
possible
need
because there's
positivity in your
so
life.
much negative out here.
You know, my thing is if you don't be careful, you'll wake up in the morning, you'll flick on your phone and you'll see nothing but negativity. You'll see demise, you'll see hatred, you'll see killings, you'll see murders, and you'll see all kinds of stuff. And then when you go on social media, you scroll through, you'll see all kinds of different things, right? Whether it's, I don't know, you got to channel what you're doing. And I noticed that when you become intentional about channeling what you're doing, positive things will start coming towards you.
Because you're not leaving any room for anything else.
Yeah, you creating an environment for positivity. If you start being strategic about what you're doing, bringing in positive energy about where you're going, what you do, you'll start seeing positive things start coming to you. And you got to protect that, y'all. And whatever's positive for you may not be positive for the next person, but you got to make that discernment. As David said, you got to make that discernment to the part where you
And just because
be.
you think you positive don't mean you are.
Well, that's the
What is
thing.
what that energy do though?
That's the thing. You know, you got to do what you got to do for yourself, and then those that are your audience, they will make that determination on what's positive and what's not.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to put it out there. You got to put out whatever you feel like is going to be beneficial. Before you even put it out there, you got to say, hey, even before I go live, it's times where I keep my live back because I'm like, I'm not in the right mindset. I'm not in the right frame of mind. I'm not there, but I'm trying to be consistent. So make sure what you're trying to put out, you're putting out something that's going to be beneficial to somebody else other than yourself.
Yeah,
And then you might put it out and somebody might receive it in a negative manner, but you can't control that. What you try to do is do the best that you possibly can. And then hopefully you can be of a benefit to somebody's life at the end of the day.
Because the reality is that no matter how positive you try to be, there's going to be some simple mind that's going to be out there that's going to just take it a totally different way. Or just this, I was talking to a young lady at work the other day, and she was like, you know, I'm so glad that we got a chance to really know a little bit more about each other. And you know, one of the older people, we were in a meeting, and one of the older people said something that was like, she is, you know, Gen Z. So one of the older people said something that was, it was offensive to her, because it wasn't offensive to me because we're about the same age, but it was offensive to her because we are not the same. We don't think the same. We don't move the same. So you just don't know. Like you can be saying something basic, something simple, or you can have a personality that people don't like. Like you just don't know. You don't know what it's going to be. You don't know how your viewers are going to receive you or perceive what it is that you're doing in, you know, your journey. But you do the best that you can. You put out as much out there as you can that is positive to you. Somebody's going to understand you, and then somebody is just going to get off on not understanding you.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
I mean, I've seen times where I strategically said, I'm going to put nothing but some positive content out that I deem is positive. And I've seen people who say, you're such a arrogant, such and such. I mean, people, y'all gotta understand, a lot of comments get deleted. Some of them, I got these keywords, I got these screening words. People be cussing me out. And I'm like, I ain't did nothing to nobody, right? But I don't take it personal because it's like that's your process of what you deem to be. That's the way you took my message, right? You understand that my goal was not to offend nobody, was not to be disrespectful to nobody, but then people will take simple things that you say out of context. You know what I'm saying? Just because I quote a scripture does not mean that I'm of a certain religion or a certain belief. And then people box you in and say, oh, I thought you were such and such, and now you saying such and such, now you doing such. No, I mean,
I read all of it.
All of it. I read stuff that's out there, stuff that's in there, fictional, non-fictional. I read transcripts. I read a lot of different stuff, right? And I get nuggets out of something. You know, I believe in whatever situation you get in, even if it's ratchet and negative, I'm like, okay, that's something I'm not going to do. That's something I don't feel like is beneficial. Oh, that was deep that person said. I don't know. It's not about whether they was trying to do it or how they were doing it. I'm looking at how I process information. And some people, I can right now fix the best meal that you could even imagine. And I could put that meal together, right?
That was funny.
What fun.
I was just thinking when you said you could fix that best meal, what that person said on your video.
Oh, yeah, I did a cookout video. Shout out to Be Rich, man. I did a cooking video. I was cooking out, and somebody told me, next time clean your grill. And you know, the funny thing about it, my grill got rust on it. It's in the element. I don't have the environment where you just have a patio next to a pool. I looked at the dude profile that left that comment, and I'm like, dude, you ain't even fixing your system, your body system, to even talk about somebody grill, you know. But nevertheless,
What
it's
he
like
said, man?
he said next time clean your grill or something like that. He said clean the outside of your grill. He wasn't talking about the inside. The inside was clean. It's burnt. But people that don't grill, they don't understand that a brand new grill, you want to cook some meat in that grill so that the seasoning and everything cooks the meat. If you from the old school, some of y'all from the new school, y'all want sanitary, y'all want to taste soap when you eat your meat. I get all of that. Me, I want flavor. I want the wood to cook down. I want the ashes to kind of melt down. I want to taste the wood. I want to taste the flavor. I want to taste all of that. And if you go to the islands, which my people from, man, they grills. I don't even know he can eat in the islands. This dude here that commented off of that. But I'm still saying, nevertheless, that's my point. Sometimes you're trying to be positive, inspire people, motivate people, and they take it the wrong way. And just because they take it the wrong way, you can't let that deter you. You still got to keep on pushing on, y'all.
You keep on pushing. You keep on putting that positivity. Don't get frustrated. And hey, Green Grass Grows, how you doing?
Green Grass Grows. What's going on? What Green Grass Grows?
I like to watch things that encourage and add positivity to my life, things that build me up, then pass that knowledge on to others. That's all we
can do. And then when you pass it on, some will receive it and some will not.
TV and social media can change your energy. Sometimes I have to disconnect to preserve my energy and not let outside distractions change my energy. Life is hard enough. Exactly. Thank you. Yes, absolutely correct.
Well, we finna get out
Who
of
you
here.
calling Rusty?
You know, I've seen people say,
I know you were talking about the grill.
Say, Eco, you are a great public speaker. And then some people say, Eco, I can't understand half of what you're saying.
Like, yo, cut your head towards itself.
You know,
can't understand nothing.
that's why
What
you.
did he say?
That's why you do not feed on people, in their comments. You know,
Man, listen,
you
you better do what
you
you
gotta do
do,
what you gotta
and you
do.
better
You know what I'm saying?
know that you're doing things with good
Well, when I get
intentions.
this right, and when I get that right, and when I get the credit right, when I get my money right, you will find yourself not getting nothing right, and you won't do nothing. You got to get up, show up, and then you got to just go for it. Put it out in the energy. This is what I'm fixing to do. This is how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
You know, you can't worry about that stuff, man.
I love a rusty grill. All you have to do is fire up that grill, which will kill any bacteria that was on it.
Man, let me tell you.
Look, he was talking about the outside of the grill.
I'm like, I ain't eat off that bad boy. I mean, do y'all understand?
That
when you
grill is
close the grill,
outside, off grid.
what about flies? A raccoon may lick that bad boy. I mean, all kinds of stuff. You think I'm worried about what's on the inside of that grill clean, right?
Oh,
But I'm
God.
like, you can't control the outside. And some of
That
y'all
was
in
funny for me,
sanitary
Veggie
world,
I was
I'm
cracking
like,
up.
man, this the South, man. The
This
South,
the
man. We got
South.
gnats, we
Yes.
got rain, we got dirt, dust. We got
What?
all of that stuff,
And
man.
listen, we out here with all
It's
of this
real,
sandy
man.
soil too. Like it's everywhere. It blows all
Just
over the
skip
place.
it. Let's see.
What did I miss? Hey, Miss D's. Miss D's Harleywood Garden. How you doing? Put her foot. Okay. Some folks view prepping and gardening as a negative vibe.
Mm.
To each their own. Find like-minded friends and enjoy life. Exactly, Miss
Look at
D.
Miss
That's
D.
all we trying to do.
Well, man, look
That's
at that
all we
profile
trying
pic
to
of
do.
Miss
I
D.
know,
I
right?
see you, sister. Oh my goodness, that is fly as hell. Man, let me hit that mode right there, boy.
That's
Oh,
all we doing
yeah.
is finding like-minded people and enjoying our life.
That's it, man. For real,
Yes.
for real.
Yes, you adapt. You adapt to your environment. You really do. You really do adapt to.
So this, y'all, check this out. What happens when you control your environment? What happens when you take
You in
charge of your
timeout.
environment, right? Who in timeout?
What you mean you in timeout? J3GS1, what you mean you in timeout?
I don't know.
My wife and I learn a lot from you too. Well, I'm glad.
I appreciate y'all,
Family
man.
man. We definitely appreciate you guys.
Definitely appreciate your support.
My grandmother never wore black rubber gloves when she was cooking. And you was all right. You survived, didn't you?
You know something, man.
But listen, these nasty folk today, listen, don't touch my food without no gloves on your nasty
let's share
hands.
something with our fan right here. Yeah. Do you remember when we had a conversation? We was talking about energy and when people serve your food or when people serve you by energy.
Yes.
Let me share something
I'll
with y'all.
walk away in a heartbeat.
If you ever come to Eco Nation, right? It may not be perfect. It may not be glorious. But let me share something with you. The moment you step foot on this land, we're gonna treat you like you are royalty. We're gonna treat you like we love you, we care for you, because we do. You're not on this land if we don't do that. And when we interact, if Gigi is cooking, or if Eco is cooking,
You are not funny.
we're gonna cook with a spirit of love, right?
Absolutely.
We're gonna cook from a spirit of growth and development. It's not gonna be a negative piece, right? Because we welcome you, right? And I hope that you all feel the same way when you come in the chat, right? We hope that when we interact with you, that we ain't throwing no shade. You know, we genuinely love and are concerned about you and your blessings, right? And we hope that you all have
I can see you, J3.
blessed and plentiful. What's going on?
He said he was in timeout. I can see your comments.
She probably skipped them because she be skipping comments and stuff.
I mean, I can't get to every
Yeah,
comment.
I know.
Can't. I just can't.
I made it somehow. Hey, sweet thumb, how you doing?
Since you made it somehow.
10 words, it don't show. If you type 10 words, it don't show.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Probably
I don't know what that was, but you got a rank. You ranked up and everything. You got a range. So I don't know what that's about. I can see. Yeah,
you know what?
You can't see it on StreamYard.
You know what,
that's
y'all?
Why I look
let
over
me
here
tell
so I
y'all
can see
something about
who's
the
who.
wrench thing, man. I'm on StreamYard. I don't know why. It's
Thank you,
easier for me
Belinda.
to
Do
use.
not touch my food if you got a bad spirit.
No,
I
at
will
all.
walk off in a heartbeat.
But
I don't do
I haven't
that.
been updating my wrenches and all that stuff, and I do apologize.
You fine.
But I don't go on YouTube a lot with my lives, so I don't really do that kind of thing.
You're fine.
What's going on right here?
Um.
Well, no, it wasn't me. I don't have a timeout wrench, man.
Okay. Um. Yeah, I can see. I guess if you were trying, you're saying you're trying to type a longer comment. I don't know what that was.
Well, another thing. Let me let y'all know. Um, everybody is not for your benefit, even though they may be in your clique, in your group. Jay,
Mm-hmm.
Jay, understand there may be some people with wrenches that probably can't stand Eco or Gigi,
Mm-hmm.
and they could be in this group. They could be very supportive. They even call and shout out your channel and all that stuff. But that don't mean they for you. You know what I'm saying? Some people just close to you just so they can just be close to you. You know what I'm saying? So it could be some fishy stuff going on, but I apologize. It's not the representation of us. But I mean, YouTube has taught me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Social media has taught me a lot. I've had some real people that I thought was real people, my people. And I'm telling y'all straight up, some of these people, man, for whatever reason, they are how they are. And I just accept it. You know, when they show me who they are, I accept it. I ain't finna play around with it. I ain't gonna do that. So just understand, on J3GS, you got a channel. It's some people gonna be seem very supportive of you. And then one day it's gonna be like the head spin back, and you be like, I ain't did nothing. I don't get it. It's okay.
How you do the spin, baby?
You know, you come back, man, and you be like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying?
What just happened?
But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Just hopefully y'all will see the continuous.
Yes, Shakira,
peace.
that. Hold on. I know
Well,
this
Shy
ain't
came
my
out the
this
wood,
ain't
man.
my
Oh
this
my
ain't
God.
my live. I get it. I like it. I like it though.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna. I'm keeping it real, y'all. It ain't roses. It ain't always cool out here. And for us to be doing this thing for this long, understand, man, we done ran into some people who just they hang around just to be close to you, just in case. I need to do something. I mean, it is what it is.
I don't know if I said this before, but this guy, there was this Eco was doing a job where he had to go into long-term care facilities. Mm-hmm. And so there was this gentleman who you didn't even service him. You were servicing the person that was next to him, right?
Yeah, I
and
didn't
so
really service him.
Yeah, and so he asked Eco one day to talk to me. He wanted to talk to me. Mind you, I've never seen this old man in my life. I just knew his name because my husband had told me some of the stories about this man. And so he asked to speak to me. And so I'm over in Panama City.
Hey, J3, man, you keep on doing what you're doing.
Keep being great.
Let me tell you something. You keep being awesome and amazing, my brother.
Yes.
Don't let them people throw you off because they see the value in you. That's why they come for you. Yes. They see the value in you, and people will use you and spit you out.
Yes.
And they would try to destroy you, but you just keep on going.
Keep on going.
Because that's the thing that gets on their nerve, man. You just keep on growing, my brother.
And so he I was over in Panama City on shopping. He called me on the phone and he was like, Mr. Such said want to speak to you. And I was like, why you want to speak to me? You know, I wouldn't even know the man. He got on the phone and he talked and he was like, let me tell you something about yourself. Now, this was one of those, I don't know if you guys, he giving me his hand to shake, he giving me his paw.
Yeah.
The stories that my husband had told me about this particular man was that he was gifted, like godly gifted.
Oh, he definitely gifted.
He was godly gifted. Yes. Yeah. And so The man told me some things.
What religion is he?
Right.
You know, people, man, we better open up our eyes, man.
Don't go there, Eco.
Look,
Don't
I'm
go there.
trying. It's Sunday too.
Don't
I'm
go
just
there.
saying, y'all better be more open minded with what you're
Oh my
doing, man.
gosh.
Because you gotta understand. I can see it's almost like when we playing these games and we get frustrated that you can't see. I'm putting it right there. God be like, man, I put this figure in your life right here,
Mm.
and you so close minded that you
can't see
you
the
can't
forest for the
see the forest
trees.
for the trees, man.
And so I remember the stories that he had told me about this man.
You
And
still
so
live by some of that stuff, man.
absolutely, absolutely. And so I
Foolish.
get on the phone, and so I'm walking around the store, and I just get over in this corner, and I just stop and I'm talking. And the man told me some stuff. like Eco said, some prophetic stuff.
Yeah.
He told me some things, which, I don't care to repeat. But he also told me that you have to be careful who you allow around you. You need to watch the people that are around you. He said, because some of those people are there only to feel your flame. There's something special about you. You got to make sure that you are paying attention to how people even call your name. And I was like,
Eco. Eco.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Keeping in mind some of the stuff that he had already told me, I was like, whoa. And long story short, everything that man said to me that day came to pass. Okay. Everything he said to me, I didn't even tell my husband some of the stuff that he said to me. But everything he said to me that day came to pass. Now, in the past, I've been one of these people where, like, nah, ain't nobody speaking to you and this and that and that and that. Very, 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 because growing up in the church, very judgmental.
Yeah.
Taught to be very judgmental growing up in the church. And so then, as I grew
can you
to
say
think
that one
for
more
myself,
time? Sometimes people are only there for what?
he said, there are some people who are only there to feel your flame because there's something special about you. And they're only there to feel your flame. So you have to be watching. You better be paying attention to who is around you and who you allow in your environment. You better be careful. So I be watching. I'm constantly watching. And I say something to my husband and I'll be like, but I'm going to leave that alone. And then he just be like, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, here we go. Here we go. And then he'll come back later and be like, you called it. The nail on the head. So if you are open, the Most High will give you what you want in terms of discernment. But you got to be ready. Because some of the people that you think
like some of the
you're not going to like what you find out. You're just not going to like it. So he can give you discernment and he gives it all to us, but some of us are just very, very we're mentally so closed that we can't use the spiritual gifts that he has already put inside of us.
We all unique and we all special, but there's nothing that's different as far as the Most High interacting with us from another person. We all receive our own personal messages. We all receive our personal experiences, but we got to pay attention to those experiences. And they all unique for us, and it's directly to us. You know what I'm saying? And the beautiful thing about this thing is life is amazing and beautiful. We just got to pay attention and enjoy every single. If you're sitting on a toilet, it's a blessing that you are able to excrete.
Okay.
If you're sweating, it's a blessing that you are able to sweat. If you feel a twitch in your arm, it's a blessing that your body is saying, look at me, pay attention to me. We got to look at the blessings in everything we do, everything we go through, and we got to really acknowledge them. And let us move in the spirit of gratitude. I said that
What?
a little while,
What?
a few days ago.
Everything.
Let's start.
Gratitude.
Let's start looking at. Let's start moving in a sense of gratitude.
Amen.
Let's start making sure that we're grateful. You know, I appreciate you coming on my live on Eco Nation News. I appreciate your presence. I appreciate your extra input that you give us.
Yeah.
I appreciate the dogs running around making sure ain't no foolishness going around. I
And we
appreciate y'all
you
chat.
all. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Every
Y'all
one
in
of
the
you.
chat, y'all be contributing. I appreciate you all. I appreciate everything that you add to the conversation. I appreciate your knowledge, your experience, and I appreciate your presence because you didn't have to be here, but you here, and I appreciate that.
My stuff keeps getting blocked. Sassy, you said your comments keep getting blocked.
Yeah. So
We gotta figure out
so
what's happening here.
what I'm gonna probably do is just get rid of moderators, right? Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This YouTube thing has been challenging me in ways I never thought. Over these last 3 years, since I took this YouTube thing by the horn, I'm seeing all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm seeing people who smile in your face and then unfriend you the next day. I mean, I seen people who call you, support you, and then next thing you know, they hating you. I seen all kinds of stuff. I seen trolls come in. I seen people that I thought they were real people come to find out they not even a real person. They just a troll. It's all kinds of crazy stuff that's going on. And y'all gotta understand, our whole goal and our whole mission is to save something for my grandkids and my great grand and kids I never will meet. And then also to help my youth. Because if you my age and older, y'all already live y'all life. My goal is if I can get in some younger people and to see something in a different way, in a different wavelength. You need me to unlock?
No, I was just trying to see,
but
I don't want to mess up the
no, you good, go ahead.
That thing, the Wi-Fi.
Oh,
I don't want to mess up
you
the
can
Wi-Fi.
still do it.
Okay.
But let me share, let me do this real quick. And I know I've been running in some time. If YouTube did pay me good, we might have a different conversation. But YouTube,
Don't do YouTube.
Look, let me tell you, YouTube don't pay this, man. I'm sharing a portion of our lives because I want my great grandkids. Hopefully, one day there will be some type, because I understand this internet thing. It's gonna replay whenever you say eco neighbor. It's gonna pull up all kinds of videos, all kinds of stuff. And what I'm trying to do in the atmosphere, I'm trying to claw eco neighbor with nothing but who eco neighbor really is, right? And I don't want nobody to tell my story because I know if I did hit it big, guess what's gonna happen? There's gonna be an AI that's gonna say, eco neighbor, he was such and such. He owned 40 acres. He owned 10,000 cows. He got on crack and he did this and that. I don't want nobody to tell my story. I want to tell my own story, right? And then I want to be in charge of that. And then another thing, you got to understand, people don't like what you do. I feel like what I do is something that anybody else could do, right? But then my wife tells me sometimes you do stuff that's over the average, right? I don't feel like what I do is over the average, but she reminds me some things I do is over average. And I don't know for whatever reason, but I'm noticing I spent the majority of my life kind of by myself. I grew up the only child by myself. I would have friends, but I would have to go over to their house. I didn't have a lot of people around me, right? This YouTube, social media, Instagram, Twitter, all of this, it's new to me. And as I share my experiences, right? What's going on?
Nothing. Go ahead. I was about to say I'm sorry because I got you into this mess.
Yeah, you got me in this,
I did,
but I'm finna release it, right? Because I'm not gonna carry it. My thing is, understand this. There are people in this world that does not see you in your best interest. And because they don't see that, they don't want you to prosper, they don't want you to grow, they don't want you to do that. They do things, you know? And then it's like I seen times, have you ever had a situation where you bring two people together and then you feel like it may be a great union, and then when you bring them together, they end up hating you? That happens.
Be like, you introduced
us to this mother, and I'm like, my intentions was not for y'all to conflict with each other. My intention was y'all to come together and unite, right? But for some reason, we get into this thing where we want people to be how we view them should be, and then when we feel like they ain't, then we feel like they got a problem. And my thing is, great, that's great. Let's do it. Let's move on. Let's push it on. Let's keep it going. Because at the same time, life is what it is, you know.
And you just have to make the best out of
You
whatever
gotta
it
make
is
the best out of what
that
you're
you
doing.
have. I
Got
mean,
to.
things are not going to always be great for you. You know, just kind of depending on how you view things, but just be grateful for everything and make sure that you always looking up. Don't be looking around. Don't worry about what them people under you or behind you got to say or doing or any of that stuff. Just put your blinders on,
Yeah.
move forward in life.
Mhm.
Move, look up, move forward. That's your only goal. That should be your only goal.
You know, I'm seeing a lot of my moderators, they don't know because they're not experienced in it. And hey, I appreciate y'all doing what y'all doing because I ain't gonna lie to you. What y'all do, man, I appreciate you. You don't have to do it, but you do it. And I appreciate what you do. And my thing is, at the same time, what's up, Resilient?
Thank you, Resilient
Are you
Dad.
serious, man?
Thank you thank you so much for that.
Man.
Can't stop, won't stop. To the top. We had a my husband's younger cousin. He was taken away from us too young.
Hold on for 1 second, man. You finna talk about my cub brain?
Yeah.
All right, hold on for 1 second.
Okay.
Resilient, man. You ain't gotta do that, man. But I appreciate it.
I was gonna tie it dead into what
Okay, go ahead. Go
Resilient
ahead.
Dad just
Let me
said.
jump back.
Motivation for the motivators. Can't stop, won't stop. To the top. We can't be stopped. So Eco had a cousin. And he was a young man, you know, in his early 20s.
Domestic violence is
domestic
real,
violence.
It's real.
He got taken out
by his girlfriend.
Yeah. Okay. And so great young man doing great things with his life. It was just much too short. You know how
and she was out
you
on
feel
probation for violence.
You know how you feel. Do y'all remember the day that one of your most famous and inspiring people got taken out? For me, it was Tupac. He got shot on the day that we got married. And I remember after we got home and I heard that he had been shot, and it hit me. It hit me deep. This was one of those type of people. He was inspirational. He was motivational. He was so positive. He was just a great all around young man, you know, raised right, very, very respectful, the whole nine. This young man was. And to be taken out like that in such a gruesome way, it did something to us and it left us scarred forever. But one of his monikers, we talking about Brandon. BD, one of his monikers in life was to the top.
That boy was full of life.
To the top, because the bottom is just way too crowded. And we used we loved we loved this dude, and he was crazy about him some Eco Neighbor. Yeah, okay, man, we loved each other, man. And we took so many pictures of him.
I was his personal
he was like, you know,
this dude was on the next level, man. Everything he did, you know, you bringing tears to my eye, but everything he did was just major, man. And he defied all odds, man.
Yeah.
And the sad part about my brother, I hate the way he left this earth. He left his hometown trying to do better, trying to escape all, because he was attracted to all people. And he loved that life. Like he loved that life.
Yeah.
I mean, he had so many opportunities to be in that life. If y'all from the you know streets, y'all understand what I mean by that life. But he rose above that.
He rose above it.
And then he even left and he moved to like Texas to try to revamp his life. And he came back home, and to come back home to be murdered because of this young lady. And here she was out on parole for assault of somebody else. And to stab him that many times and to leave him, he was still could be alive if she just would have went ahead and went to the hospital, but she watched him bleed out. And I'm like, that man was full of life, and I realized why he lived so hard for that short period of time, because of the fact that he would only be here for a short period of time. And my thing is,
you know,
man,
and just every time I see somebody say to the top,
to
that's
the
first
top.
person come to my mind.
Yeah, because the bottom is way too crowded.
Way too crowded.
Way too crowded.
And that's how we try to live.
Yeah.
We just trying to go to the top.
Yeah.
And we just like, it's not all about no money. It's about this right here. It's about freedom. It's about making sure that we have a choice in what we do in our life and how we live our life and where we go. And we want to be able to walk freely on our own land, on our own soil. We built this. We want to be able to walk.
My brothers and my sisters, we ain't doing this for no bragging rights. What we doing is, imagine if you left an enslaved environment and you take it how you want to take it. And then you left an enslaved environment and then you went to a place of nothing but prosperity. Why wouldn't you want to share that with somebody else?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to tell somebody about that experiences and how to get there?
Yeah.
That's our goal, to motivate you, to inspire you, not necessarily to go get no acreage, but to inspire you to live your dream, and things that may seem unattainable, to go and go get it. Because the mere fact that if we can go out there and go get it, you can go get it too. And so if we don't do anything, hopefully we can inspire and motivate you to just go out there and just go get it. And it's not a like cliche. Whatever you do, I want you to keep on growing. Yeah. And that's real. I want to see the benefits in your life. I want to see you I want to see your testimony. I want to see you just continuously grow. And I want you to rally behind it. Don't feel ashamed about it, that you got more than the average person got. Don't feel like you need to suppress. What you need to do is share with somebody else and influence somebody else to keep on growing out their dream and fulfilling their dream.
That part.
And rally behind them and support them, because it's lonely up here. Because I ain't at no bottom and we ain't trying to be at no bottom. And if we keep climbing our way to the top, guess what we're gonna have? We need to help somebody come up with us at the same time.
Don't kick the ladder down. When you get to the top, don't kick the ladder down.
Yep.
It's too much of that.
Yep.
We want to reach the hand back and pull you up with us. That's why we do the videos we doing. Yep. That's why I'm doing the videos that I'm doing. My
baby don't even like. My baby used to go live. She don't even care too much about going live no more. But then I'm like, man, I don't know. When I see y'all comments
put the
and
information
stuff,
there. Forget my opinions. Forget how I feel about things. I'm just putting information out there so that, and I hope you all will share it.
Yeah.
I'm putting the information out there so that my children can come back to my channel one day when I'm gone, or my grandchildren, if this thing is still on there, can come back to this channel and say, hey, you know what? I ain't know how to do that, but my grandma had a YouTube channel and she showed me some stuff that I ordinarily would not have even known. Yeah. We grew up where we didn't grow up with rich parents. We grew up with working parents. People. They were struggling. They were surviving. They were trying to do the best that they could. And so for us to get to the level now where they looking at us and they like, boy, listen, y'all are some risk takers. We weren't risk takers like that. We're willing to do whatever we can to help you if you need the help. But man, we are so proud of where you all have come. The stuff that you've done, the stuff that you've been willing to take on. We weren't risk takers like that. We didn't want to do any of that type of stuff because we had been doing that stuff when we were kids.
I can't wait either, family man. And I want you to tag me when you do get it. Tag me and drop that video, man, when you do get it. Because that's what it's all about. Let's motivate each other.
We're just trying to help. We're just here to help. for no other reason than to just
Yeah.
help who wants the help.
So before I close, this is where I want to leave you. If somebody tells you about Eco or Gigi, ask Eco and Gigi. If somebody says something about Eco and Gigi, ask Eco and Gigi. If you got a relationship with Eco and Gigi, and then you hear something from somebody else, ask Eco and Gigi. We woman enough and man enough to be able to answer those questions or to be able to talk about those situations, right? The worst thing you could probably do is believe whatever somebody tell you. I don't care how close, when you met them, or how you met them. But I say the same thing about you in the chat. If somebody tell me something about David, family man, the experience with Sassy, with anybody in this chat, I'm gonna go to you, and then I can come to my own interpretation. So believe me when I say, man, we here to try to motivate, to build, to cultivate growth, and cultivate inspiration. Anything else is foolishness. We ain't got time for it. We got better things to do. I got too much work to do. Trust me, way too much stuff to do. So with that said, man, I love y'all. Thank you all for coming in. Thank y'all for participating in the chat. You have withstood another portion of Eco Nation news.
Yes, you have.
You have survived through it.
You have survived.
Hopefully, it's news that you can either use or cannot use. But regardless, I took a space in your brain in a matter of time. And me and the beautiful Gigi, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
And we enjoy the fact that you allowed us to come into a portion of your life. And we hope that you have a fabulous, fabulous week. We hope that you just go out there and just crush it. And be detailed in your prayers and your dreams, y'all. Get detailed, right?
Yeah.
Know what you want.
And don't stop at Habakkuk 2:2. Go on to verse 3. You got to know some stuff about what you're doing.
Come on through. And go get it.
Bye, y'all.
Just go get it. Just go get it. Don't
And
even play
whatever
with
you
it.
do,
Keep on
growing.
grow.
Bye, y'all.
Take care, y'all. Y'all stay blessed.